getting overwhelmed. Oh, so much going on. Okay, this is going to be a short one, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a lesson about the way humans deal with grief or any stressful situation, really, for that matter. Um, what's behind me here is a graph of a path that's usually taken. Anytime you encounter some tough situation, your body reacts like this naturally. It's called the Kübler-Ross model of the stages of grief. Now, just as an example, I know it's on a lot of people's mind, the coronavirus. It's got people shut inside, things are shut down. We're going to be on our own for who knows how many weeks. Got to be prepared. But part of that preparation is mental. In fact, a large part of that preparation is mental. The first thing that people react naturally in this way, once you hear about bad news, is often denial. You know, sometimes you avoid the news. Sometimes it's confusing. Sometimes you're super happy, I don't know, or you're in shock or afraid. This, again, the first stage of grief is to deny even what's happening. It's natural, again. Sometimes we rise up through this, but then we start to go down, fall into the anger stage. This is where you might be frustrated. You might start to act irrationally or feel anxious. You know, I know for me, when the school was shut down, I started to be very frustrated. How are we supposed to keep going, doing this learning stuff when you're all at home and we don't know how to use these resources? From here, it's natural again to move to a state of depression. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, helpless, hostile. Maybe you want to, not flight as in an airplane, but maybe you want to fly as in leave the situation. Don't stay in this space for too long. Again, it's natural. It's important to be able to go through this. It's important to be able to talk about feeling overwhelmed, feeling like maybe you can't do anything about it. Please don't be lashing out at loved ones. You might say things you regret as long as you convey to them that you didn't mean it. After we get through the depression, typically people will move on to what we call the bargaining stage. This is where you're trying to find the silver lining. Maybe what good could come out of this. Maybe you're reaching out to other people. I've been on Zoom meeting here for about 3 days straight, just trying to talk to other teachers, trying to talk to other people, communicate with whoever we can to figure out how we're going to be able to do this. All right. Been telling a lot of story. I know I told you earlier about working through the technology issues, finding a way that works. Hopefully, this platform is going to work for us. As we come up out of depression, we tend to get eventually to a state of acceptance. We know what's happening. We're going to explore what options we have. Maybe YouTube is the best. Maybe Twitch or Twitter or Instagram is going to be the best. We're going to find out how to meet you where you are. All right. Having a new plan in place is going to be key. If we don't make a new plan, we're going to be stuck down here in the bottom. All right. And we can't get stuck in the bottom. And we're going to move on past these issues. Again, I told you this video was going to be quick. Please comment in Canvas. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me if you want to talk about more of this. Maybe you'd like to see more things like this to help through this situation. It's not going to be an easy time, but I assure you we can do it. If we go from this stage and evolve through the rest, we will eventually get to a point where we're going to get past it. All right? I promise you. I give you my word. All right? Hang in there.